Bizarre Brain Comics. Hello, my comic book friends, and welcome to Bizarre Brain Comics. I'm Gary, your host. This is where I like to take a look at some older comics, talk a little bit about the blah 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 blah, talk a little bit about the characters and creators, and examine the stories and the art. And this time, what I want to take a look at is this issue of Mantra. It's Mantra number 3 from Malibu Comics, 1995, was it? Yeah, 1995. And it's part of the Ultraverse. And this is, I think it's before Marvel bought Malibu Comics. And they used some of the characters and then they all just faded away. But I think they primarily wanted the Men in Black title. That was the most successful, even though they never used it except for comic adaptation. But they owned the rights, owned the characters, and made bank on the movies. But that has nothing to do with Mantra. It's Mantra number 3, Malibu Comics, 1995. Written by Mike W. Barr with art by Henry Martinez. I got that right. Okay, and I had never read Mantra before, so any of these. But Mantra is an American comic book series created and written by Mike W. Barr for Malibu Comics in the mid-90s until Malibu was bought by, was bought by Marvel. Adam Hughes designed the character. And that's not it. And the title was canceled. The first title was canceled after 24 issues. Then it was revamped with a new main protagonist. And then the title said this title was part of the Ultraverse line. It had the super team, the Protectors, and stuff in it. Okay, and it first appeared in Mantra number 1 in '93. But Mantra was a mystical, magical using character, Eden Blake, and later Lauren Sherwood. She was the babysitter. And originally, Mantra was a male character in a magical universe, and I guess some magical menaces. I don't remember the whole thing that I read. Came to our universe, and Mantra, the male character, inhabited the living body of what did I just say her name was? Eden Blake. Eden Blake, and then had to deal with the fact that as being human, and being female, and dealing with children and life in general, as well as being this mystical character, protector character. And from what I understand, the Mantra intrusive being fell in love with the soul of Eden Blake, and in their mystical union impregnated her, and but in an extremely rapid developing pregnancy, and gave birth to the being here is Necromantra. So, and then she very quickly grew to adulthood, and she is the villain here, as you can see here. Enter a Necromantra, and this is this volume 2, and this is when they had the start getting a different mantra. So we'll take a little look here, and we see these two characters as a sister act. Well, that's Necromantra. Mantra there, the redhead, the auburn hair, and the blonde is the new Mantra. and I don't know how she acquires the powers and stuff, but there she is, and she is in the magical laboratory of Necromantra, and they're talking this, and she Lauren, the blonde girl, kind of gives the impression that she's a daughter of Eden Blake. And it doesn't know that, and she doesn't know that Necromantra is the daughter of Eden Blake. And she has a little box here asking where she is and what have you done with her. It's a shoebox. And inside is a shrunken version, I don't know how she got that way, it's from another villain, of Eden Blake, which shrunk down. And Necromantra just says, just a little squeeze, and Lauren quickly snatches her out of her hand. Boy, that looks like a rough snatch. That alone could have killed her. But she's protecting her, and then Necromantra calls on her powers, and like she's going to blast her, but no, she just blasts this rat as an example of what she could do. And they're talking, and it's menacing, and Lauren is reasonably frightened. And then we see, oh, there is, in her shrunken down version, and Eden was conscious, and she's trying to be sucked into this other netherworld. And then she goes, Lauren, help me. And she thinks that's Lauren, but then she says, nah, so that's her real name, is it? Thanks, Mummy, dearest. Necromantra, how? And then she's attacked, uses her powers, and she's attacked by this mystical serpent. And Mantra uses her powers, zamming against the girl, the serpent, while the girls are, the big girls are having a little set too there. Elsewhere, something else is happening. Another character, something going on. It doesn't matter to this part of the story, and I don't understand it anyway because it's part of another story. Meanwhile, this obviously takes place in Hollywood. Oh, blam, blam, blam. Some on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and some come smashing through the wall. So the mystical library is mystically on the other side of that wall. They come smashing through, and they're fighting in the town, in the city. Wham, wham, wham! Fight, fight, fight! But Lauren is outmatched, and Necromantra, she's smashing vehicles, property damage, and zaps a guy. Meanwhile, Eden, the miniature Eden, she's unconscious, and she's being menaced, by this rat climbing up there. Meanwhile, Lauren had taken refuge inside a dumpster to hide from Necromantra, and her gangbangers and the like are blasting at her. That's when she zaps that guy into a burned out skeleton. Then the rat is just about to pounce on Eden when wham! Lauren got there just in time and took out the rat with one of the mystical books, saving miniature Eden. But then Necromantra phases up through the floor. She's back. And they go, morph. She starts smashing the magical stuff. No! And some of the stuff she smashed released some kind of mystical beings, but they come after Lauren. But she calls on some own magical powers. Remember, she's pretty done pretty sexy considering she's supposed to be a teenage babysitter, and she draws on the mysticism, has her power and this sword, and she slashes those beings and zaps them and takes care of them. But then Necromantra zaps her mystical sword, and something happens to it. It zaps away, and it zaps into the hands of the miniature Eden Blake. And she uses that to free herself from that mystical serpent, and then throws it down, and boom, right through mystical space and zams into the floor. Goes, what? And there's Lauren. There's unconscious on the floor. And then when suddenly the original mantra is right there, full-sized and in costume. But now that's what when she's going to cast a spell at Necromantra, and no powers, no magic. And it goes, is that right? Then your life's not far behind. There's only room for one version of mantra, and you're looking at her. Dun dun dun! She zaps mantra. What happens? What happens? It's continued next issue. Don't know. I don't know. Maybe she killed her. Did she kill her, Eden? I don't know. It says on the next issue, Lauren looks like she's at the mercy of Necromantra. Maybe she did kill her. I don't know. And you know what? I really don't care. Not now. I might have enjoyed it at the time. But I'm not going to back. Even though I was at the comic shop, I saw some other issues of Mantra, both the first and second volume. And some good artwork. Looks like it might have been a decent story had I had more to flesh it out, from the previous issues and then the following issues. But it's not bad. It has it's 95. It has a very image look to the style of art, which was real popular at the time, and a lot of it I didn't care for. But this was done better than a lot of the image artwork. It was some nice artwork. I did like the art, in spite of it all. So and I did enjoy reading what little bit of the story I got there. So thank you for joining me. Please like, share, subscribe. Leave your comments down below. Have you read Mantra? Any of this Mantra? I guess it's something that, it's just not around. Lasted that little while. And did Marvel ever pick up this character or any of the other characters and continue using them that I'm not aware of? I don't know. So let me know. And remember, comics are art.